Gentlemen, good morning. I didn't put out the predictions for these fights, but I'm just going to discuss the results of them very briefly. And also, I just want to congratulate the fighters for the work that they did. One more thing I want to say is that I did go on social media or different places on YouTube and say who I thought would win. Some different channels had who do you predict will be the winner of these fights, and I did predict. All my predictions actually came through, okay? At least with the fights I talked about. So, Erislandy Lara versus Terrell Gausha. Now, Gausha is a good boxer, by the way. I saw some of his fights. But Erislandy Lara was able to outbox him. Gausha can fight on the inside, but it's to get to the inside of Erislandy Lara. And Lara has a decent inside game as well. Then Jermell Charlo knocked out Errol Lubin in the first round, okay, bettering his brother. Now, I predicted that Charlo would win. And just listening to Charlo's talk, I knew they're the goods, okay? Erickson Lubin is a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was a big step up, and it proved so. I picked Jarrett Hurd to beat Austin Trout, and he did. And not only did he beat him, he stopped him. Okay? So, all of my picks basically came through. You can go in various YouTube channels and see my responses to these videos. I have it in the comment section. Now, I didn't really do any pick for the other guys. Abner Maris versus Andres Gutierrez. I looked at Andres Gutierrez. Never really fought anybody of Abner Maris' stature. And when he did step up somewhere near that, he lost. So it wasn't surprising that Abner Maris was able to outbox him and beat him comprehensively. Leo Santa Cruz beat Chris Avalos, as is expected. And George Groves put to sleep Jamie Cox. All right? Knocked him out. So, at the end of the day, all of my picks basically did what they were supposed to do. Why was this a no-brainer for me? Well, I was looking at things such as experience. I was looking at skill set. Jarrett Hurd is a very good fighter. I was also looking at which fighters wanted to fight. Erickson Lubin wanted to face Jermell Charlo. He's a mandatory. Jermell Charlo basically didn't think he was on his level. Jarrett Hurd wanted Austin Trout, not the other way around, and he finally got him. And Chris Avalos has been stopped by just about everybody in the division that Leo Santa Cruz is in, so I expected a stoppage. And Abner Maris, I didn't know the guy Andres Gutierrez. I had to kind of research him, so I thought, well, Abner Maris is going to beat this dude, and true to form, he did. So that's basically that for that. Groves did what he was supposed to do against Jamie Cox. I don't even know who Jamie Cox is. So at the end of the day, this is how I did my picks. What I mean by I didn't know who Jamie Cox is, I mean, Jamie Cox had never been on the level George Groves had been on. So I just didn't expect, Jamie Cox to do anything to George Groves because he's not on George Groves' level. So all you have to look at sometimes in boxing is levels. Now, one of the picks I got wrong at the higher level was Vladimir Klitschko versus Tyson Fury. But now we come in retrospect and realize Tyson Fury was cheating. He was using cocaine. That's why he was so quick. So while Tyson Fury's style of fighting is one in which he really proved me wrong, don't get it twisted, I think if he was a little bit slower, he didn't have that enhancement of speed on Klitschko. Klitschko looked like he couldn't make a move where Fury couldn't outmaneuver him. Like, Fury was that much quicker than Klitschko, and he's that much bigger than Klitschko. So to see a guy that much quicker and that much bigger, it makes sense because Fury would be using cocaine to enhance his performance. And I believe that's what he did, and that's why people talk about he was addicted to cocaine. No, that cracker was using cocaine before he faced Klitschko, okay? Now, Klitschko was cheating with the mats, but Fury was cheating big time with reaction time and quickness. Okay, he was cheating. So that's why I don't even know why this guy is even coming back to boxing. He's saying he's coming back to boxing next year. That doesn't make sense to do because, one, we know you're going to be on something if you're coming back. And two, we see you blown up like a big old balloon truck. If you coming back, you better get small. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do it the right way. If you're going to be using performance-enhancing drugs to get small, you know. Another thing, like Amir Khan has a lot of speed and all of that, but there have been these allegations out there, it's only rumors though, that he'd been using cocaine. That makes sense. You think of guys like Pernell Whitaker, who were on crack cocaine, and Sugar Ray Leonard, and they were both quick guys. You have to ask yourself a question. Were these quick guys that were using cocaine and then ended up being cocaine addicts, were these guys using cocaine while they were fighting? Well, we know for Sugar Ray Leonard that was the case. How about for Pernell Whitaker? You know what I'm saying? And that's something that really kind of gets me, because why do you have to use cocaine to be a sharp boxer? To be sharp and to be quick, you got to use cocaine. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that really always bugged me. You know, I could think of fighters who fought clean. Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi never used crack cocaine. He didn't have to use cocaine to get that quickness. And Paulie's quick, right? Everybody knows Paulie's quick, right? We got, and we know Paulie don't use drugs, right? We know that. So all I'm saying is that I'm talking about fighters I could actually vouch for that they're clean. They were clean fighters throughout their career. One of them was Paulie Malignaggi. And why you gotta have crack cocaine as your assistants to make you quicker than other opponents? Ain't it about timing anyway? So that's the thing that really got me, man. I'm not saying Tyson Fury, he don't have skills, because clearly he does. What I don't understand is why you had to use a performance-enhancing drug. That's all I'm saying. And if he comes back into boxing and he gets slim between the time we're seeing him now and the time where he gets really slim and in shape for a fight, I gotta ask myself, is this guy using performance-enhancing drugs? You know, you have to ask yourself that question. And he should be rigidly checked for that, especially cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys, they get away with things they shouldn't get away with, right? Guys like Luis Ortiz, they're not supposed to be boxing now. Guys like Povetkin, they're not supposed to be boxing no more. They're supposed to strip of their license. You did it once, you did it twice, homie? Twice? And they're just going to give you a slap on the wrist and that's it? Hell no. If you did it twice, then you're going to do it 3 times. You can't stop doing it because you need it for your performance. So, I'm not buying into that stuff. Those guys should not be in boxing. Tyson Fury should not be in boxing. They should make the linear championship vacant, and they should have stripped him of everything and kick him out of boxing. Alright? He would cheat. And in a combat sport where people have to be straight up and down, we don't need cheaters out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that. You know, this dude, he get caught again. I think it was John Jones. I think he got caught again using drugs. Maybe he's been cleared. But he's an iffy character, because it seems as though every time he have a fight or a performance, something show up on his radar, which means he have to be using something. Otherwise, this would never be an issue. So he is using something. John Jones is using something, and he's still cheating to this day. So again, they should kick him out of MMA. He a cheater. You don't come up on the radar more than once. Twice? You been on the radar? 3 times you been on the radar, John Jones? And they clearing you now? Off of some technicality, I'm sure? Nah. You shouldn't be doing MMA. I don't care if you a big star. Nah. Get rid of him. Get him out of the game. Guys like Conor McGregor, they do it clean. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Conor McGregor. He do it clean. Alright? I heard Paulie Malignaggi, and he just trash talking Conor McGregor and talking all kinds of smack about the dude. But the truth be told, Conor McGregor, he a clean fighter, and he got some skill. He got some boxing skill. Clearly, he got some boxing skill. All right. All the downplay that Paulie coming with all that karate stuff, and Paulie just saying that to try and get a fight going. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Conor McGregor, he got boxing skill, and Conor McGregor was not using performance enhancing drugs. I can tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, why you got to use performance enhancing drugs? If you are good, why you got to go use it to get an edge? That's how you gonna do it? You gonna cheat to get an edge like that? That ain't cool. That ain't cool. You know. So that's all I got to say about that. On that note, you guys have a great one.